Graham,
Hey, what's up?
how you doing, brother?
I am doing well. I thought it was a
Good.
I thought it was a video win, man. I got all set up and everything.
Oh, I got you.
You
I
did. You absolutely
did.
did.
So, if you can speak up a little louder or close to the mic, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I could do that. Let me adjust it a little bit.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to open the show. How's that sound?
All right, that works. This good?
Oh, beautiful. Sounds great. All right, let
Nice.
me open the show and let's have some fun.
Right on.
Let's do this. All right, everybody, welcome back to No Cover TV's podcast. That's right. This is your host, Big Al. Or that's right. I also take that original music locally and nationally and I shove it in your face all up and down every way I can because you need to hear it. There's some great music around the world, everywhere I'm looking, actually, of all genres and age groups. It doesn't matter anymore. It's just beautiful. The scene is blossoming and it is beautiful, amazing talent out there. And we've got a great show for you today. So you're going to have to hold on to your seats. But before we get to the guests, you need to get a hold of me, bands, artists. You can leave a message under this podcast. You can go to No Cover TV on Facebook. You can hit up Al Brady, me personally on Facebook. You can go to Instagram, No Cover TV1, or you can email me at nocovertv@yahoo.com. Get away. It's about you. I do the story. It's up to the people out there to check your music out, which they're going to do, or I'm going to find you. Oh, yes, indeed. So I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor that jumped aboard, Rip Music out of Grand Rapids and Holland, Michigan. Great music store. We've got a little thing set up. You go to that store, you have one, you buy a no cover TV guitar pick for 50 cents. That is your coupon for life to get 10% off all accessories in the store. So get that no cover TV pick. And if you probably just walk in there and say no cover TV, they're going to give you a 10% off anyway. So it's about the music and help us supply you, give you a little discount, and we'll see what we can do for some more things and prizes down the road. So I am rushing this because I want to get right to the artist, but I'm going to throw a little warning. Yes, people, let me get a little closer to the mic here. Women, children, gentlemen of all ages, turn the lights on. Don't go in the dark. Don't do it. Lock your soul up. Yes, because I have. Mm-hmm. The artist in the house today is an amazing gentleman, artist, performer. Who we have in the house, straight out of Pennsylvania, is Grim Rock. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing well. Thank you.
You doing good, Grim? How are you, man? Out of Pennsylvania.
Yep,
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Gosh, I was up in the Poconos for years.
Oh, there you go. Good racing up there.
Yes, I was right by the course, too. So we got to
Nice.
hear the cars all the time. So we're going to have some fun. You want to do that?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Now, Grim, you've been doing this a while.
Oh yeah, I've been doing it a long time.
Long time.
This project's been short compared to how long I've actually been playing music. So
Okay. Turn up just a little bit or get a little closer because I want you loud and clear, brother.
right on.
There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. So let's settle in. I got a page full of notes. I hope I get to it all, but we're going to have a second show, most definitely. So, Graham Rock, you're out and about. And before I get to today, I got to get in your head. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm a little scared, but I'm going there. Okay. I want to take you back in time like I do most of my artists here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on that capsule. All right. I was going to start a little later, but I want to go to 16 years old. What's Grim Rock at that age listening to?
I am a hooligan at 16, but I'm listening to punk rock and, just heavy metal, thrash metal.
Oh, yes. Anybody in particular?
Man, everything from SOD to Slayer to King Diamond, you name it. I was all about that.
King Diamond. You remind me of King Diamond. That was good stuff. So when was your first instrument put in your hands?
Man, I was really little. My dad was a professional piano player. He was classically trained. And so my first experience was on an acoustic piano.
Acoustic piano. So you're a piano player?
Yes, I can play it.
You can play it. So when did the guitar come and play?
That didn't happen till way later. I actually was in a couple bands doing stuff on synth, and then one day, just an old 70s SG was handed to me, and it's like, "Here, play something." I'm like, "Okay, sure," and just kinda learned it from there.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. That's G. Wow. So when was it you started performing? What age?
Oh, man, I was in front of everybody. I mean, I played sports and everything through high school, and just so I was always in, the eye of somebody,
For you?
so it was just a natural thing,
Mm, okay. Now, was it when you got out of high school you started playing in bands, or did you start when you were in high school?
No, it was after high school, but, I tinkered with different people, in high school and stuff, and, I
Okay.
had that thought and dream, but I just didn't do it until probably 2, 3 years after high school.
Oh, nice. So we're moving on a little bit through here. I want to kind of move to the present here. But back then, you like horror movies, don't you?
I really don't watch too many movies or
No,
much TV, to be honest with you.
really. Because I watch it, I hear you, and then like I get that. Oh yeah, it's like I'm thinking you're watching some horror movies, and people out there, I want you on the platforms. Okay, in a minute he's going to tell you where to go, but get your cell phones out, your laptops, your PCs, your stone tablets, whatever you use to get on platforms. And I think I would like them to go to YouTube. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm on YouTube
Yeah, what other platforms can they get to you?
everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Tidal,
Mm.
Deezer. There's a long, long list.
And it's Grim Rock.
Yeah,
So
if you look up Grim Rock and Roll, all one word, you can find me
okay.
anywhere.
Oh yes, and that's your website.
Yes, grimrockandroll.com.
There we go. Grimrockandroll.com. I'm loving this. Grimrock, you're doing some old school metal there with your own edge to it. And it's really cool what you're doing. And you're a very busy man.
Yeah, I'm always doing something,
You you're not sitting still. I see that. No, you're not.
No.
Now, I see we've got some titles for you that I want to bring up. You are the new Prince of Darkness, they say.
I was named that by Radio Wigwam in the UK, actually.
It's stuck with you. It's there. It's yours.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah. Yeah. And of course, you're Pittsburgh's powered rock and roll group. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So Grimrock is just taken by the storm. He is all over the place. And I'm going to kind of jump ahead, but you've just, you've been on the road lately doing some stuff.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing just endlessly. I was just at the Hard Rock in Pittsburgh, opening for some
Yeah.
bands, and I'll be in Erie the next actually the 22nd I'll be in Erie, and then the 9th again in Erie at a different venue.
You're doing the Philly on the Rocks, aren't you?
Yep, Philly on the Rocks in Erie is the 22nd of November, and Basement Transmissions in Erie, PA is December 9th. That's actually for a charity.
Oh, I like that. What charity?
It is called Mosh for Tots.
Oh, I
So
love it.
it's supposed to be 2 stages, 10 bands, 2 stages, and I'm still waiting for the rest of the info, but I am on
All
there
right.
as far as I was told. So
Okay. Okay. Now, you decided to take music to your own way, your own style. I love every bit of it. Now, when they come and see you, people check you out, they go, oh, like I did, and go, hey. When was Grim Rock born?
I was probably late 2020, I think, and I really didn't do anything with it when I first wanted to start it. I actually had the logo, and
Mm-hmm.
people were just digging the logo, and I was selling
Right.
sending decals out, and I just kept promising music for like a year.
Okay.
And I think people thought it was a scam. Like in the end, like, are you ever going to release something? I kind of got nervous about releasing something. Like, I hope it doesn't suck, like after a year of promoting.
Right.
So
Definitely.
yeah, that's how it all started. And I didn't actually put a
That's
single out until November of 2021.
oh, so just recent actually.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, your project has just taken off and is doing tremendous things. Now, you're doing all the writing. This is all your music and stuff. Now, you're not performing the drums and bass, are you? Do you have a backup band? What's going on there? What is your band? What's going
So my band is me. I actually
on?
have all the instruments in my little studio that we're sitting in right now. So I,
Really?
I play my own drums, my bass. I have, it's
Sweet.
all analog except for the drums. The drums are actually an electronic set that I bought from Alesis, but everything else
Oh,
is analog and it runs through
oh,
the system.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a stroke. Oh, did you hear that, people out there?
So when I play live, I use backing tracks, but I play the guitar and do the vocals live with the backing tracks that I've already created.
Oh, nice. I like that. Now, my favorite word, analog. I always ask the artists, what do you like, digital or analog? And of course, with the time and age, and it's mostly digital, and analog's a little more expensive to go to, but I'm an analog guy. And I love it you're doing it that way.
Me too, and it has its own different sound, versus all the digital stuff. Now, I mean, there's all the conversion you have to have for digital, in the
Oh,
end.
God.
But
Plugins. Yeah.
but
So,
I run everything through a physical board and everything. The only thing it changes over is when I'm in my interface to record it. That's it.
okay. Nice. I like the old style. Nice. So people out there, analog is still alive, bands. So if you can get to it and use it, gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, doesn't it?
Oh, I love it. I love analog.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. So we got to that. Now, 2021, the single comes out. How many CDs do we have in the pocket already? Do we have any?
I have a few EPs that I put
Okay.
together. They all had intentions of becoming, CDs, but I don't know what I was thinking. So I just did a bunch of EPs, and then I started doing singles this year and decided to make an album. So I'm actually going to have a physical album this time.
Nice. So you're going to press a vinyl, or are you going CD?
I got to go with CD because of cost. I am by myself, so if something happens that picks up, I'd love to have it on vinyl.
That would be sweet. I can see your face on that center of that vinyl. Oh yeah, actually the whole vinyl.
Oh yeah, ooh, picture disc. Heck yeah.
Yeah, heck yes, that's beautiful. So my goodness. So you're playing out quite a bit. You said it was kind of slow in the beginning because you didn't really push it, but when you did push it, it seems like that door just opened up for you. How did you handle that by yourself?
I had a lot of help at the beginning. I had people helping with some lyrics here and there, and I had a guy by the name of Mark Kushak that actually pulled me out of musical retirement. And I did a project with him right before this, yeah. And,
nice.
and that's just kind of just spurred it all, and here I am today,
Man, because it looks like, sounds like you got a great team behind you, and you do. And I want to throw this out there to you. If it was to come along, would you want to sign a label, or you want to stay indie by yourself?
Man, there's pros and cons to both. I think, though, in my situation, being by myself, I think I would like to get signed, because I think that would take a lot of the burden off me of the marketing, the PR, and all that, and I can focus on music and playing out.
That's the best part about it. They take over the PR, the management, the labeling, everything, and like that.
Right.
So that'd be good. Well, I don't unforesee that not having. I mean, it's right there for you, brother. Boy.
I've had a lot of people tell me that, and I really hope so, man. I really do.
I have some people. I'm gonna knock on some doors for you, brother. So, and I'll send you some stuff. But anyways, talk to me about Pine Box Studio.
So Pine Box Studio came into play when I was working on the Abyss track, and this whole thing just kind of really opened up with the Abyss song, because a lady by the name of Angel Vow is a friend of mine who also lives in the Pittsburgh area, had sent me a lyric way back in January, and I told her I liked it, I would do it. Well, I finally got to the point where I was at that track, and we decided we're going to do a video and photo shoots and stuff like that. So, well, in the process of all this, I actually had another podcast interview, and their sound man actually is the mixer master for Pine Box Studio, and that's how that all got involved. And I tell you what, it makes a heck of a difference from my homebrew sound, which sounds decent, but it's not, radio sound-ish, you know what I mean?
I understand.
It's the quality of it, listening.
Right.
And
when you get it.
Yeah, but that's how that all started out, and he is now mixing and mastering all my tracks. So I'm going backwards and fixing things and moving forward with it and everything. And his name's Matt Kirshner. He's a cool dude, man.
Matt Kirshner. Nice. Now, Abyss. Let's talk about Abyss. Awesome song. I'm liking that song. So, I think that's number one, honestly. But talk to me about that song. That's new, isn't it? And how long ago did you write that?
I didn't. That's the lyrics from Angel Vow. She wrote that.
Oh, she wrote them.
Yeah. So the only thing that we kind of changed on it was just her whispering the first line at the beginning
Mm,
and using that through the ending and whatnot.
okay.
But
All right.
that's her lyric. I put the music around it, and guy by the name of Melvin Crockett. He actually directed the video and took the videos and photos. And then
Okay.
it features a model. Her name is Marissa Violence. She's also from
Marissa.
her and Melvin are both from the Cleveland, Ohio area, actually.
Oh, okay. Great shout out. Good deal. Well, I noticed I'm going to get to some more songs here. You're doing a lot of collabs.
I have some collabs, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great to be able to hook up and do these collabs. And the one is with Tattoo Baby, right?
Yeah, her track, that's a whole nother thing too. I actually had an
Mm-hmm.
interview with her on her YouTube channel,
Okay.
and I was going through her page and liking stuff, and I seen this picture. And it was her with the guitar, and I
Mm.
was just blown away by this picture, man. I still am. I mean, that's just like to me is like a pure rock and roll shot. So I'd actually asked her about the picture in the beginning using it. And at first she was kind of like, I asked around. I'm like, okay, well, if nobody picks it up, man. Like I'd like it, and like a week, I don't know, maybe a week, two, you'd have to ask her. It was a little while after that I had brought it up again, and she said it was good to go. And I had got with her photographer who actually took it, and that shot was actually done in Texas.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and so that was the cover, and now she's my cover model
Yeah,
for the album. And she
that's
had sent me some lyrics, and the song's going to be called "Diminished." And
Diminish.
I started penning some stuff for it, as far as the music, but I'm not that far yet, so I still have a couple tracks ahead of that.
Okay. Okay. May I ask how many songs you got under your belt, Graham?
It's for this project.
Just in general.
Oh, I don't know.
For all you're doing this.
For everything, I have no idea, man.
That's why I wanted to ask.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Let's go with a lot. A lot.
It is.
So you have a library to choose from if you need to.
Yeah, I've actually went backwards and picked cherry picked some stuff for some stuff on the Grimrock Radio EP from probably the mid '90s.
Okay. Wow. That's cool. So talk to me about Grimrock, the character, you, and the whole thing behind that.
So there's a couple different facets with that. The Grimrock look, the makeup and the hat and everything that I wear on stage, and sometimes during interviews is it actually was a Halloween costume at one time that I had put
Okay.
together with my wife, and
Right.
we went to a company party, and I was kind of loaded up, and I'd walk behind people and just grunt the whole night. I didn't even talk at night. And it disturbed so many people. I was like, I love this. I'm gonna have to use this thing, And so that's where the suit thing came up, and it's modified since then. It's more gentlemanly now than it was then. Then it was more of a costume.
Okay.
Now it's more of an image, kind of a gentlemanly image. But my logo itself, though, I used to write that on my cups at work, so everybody knew that they were mine, and it would just have the word Grim under it. So, because that was my nickname.
That was your nickname, Grim.
Yeah,
I like that. Oh my goodness! So you grabbed a hold of it and you saw it was working, and it's working, and yeah, I love it. I love it. Now, when you're performing and you're doing a lot of performance, the people they come towards you and then step back one, or they just keep coming forward?
Oh no! When I get to the performance part of it, it's more comfortable with people. It's when I get put together here at the house, and I'm driving an hour somewhere, and I have to stop at like a gas station, gas, or stop at the drive-through McDonald's, an iced tea, and people are like, "Oh man!" And I sometimes I'll walk into stores, they're like, "Oh man, I forgot to get this," and I'll run into like I don't know, one of the dollar stores, whatever, one on the way. And I'll either scare the lights out of people, or people want to try to take pictures with me, or whatever. I had a lady roll down her window in the parking lot, and like just a little bit, and it's like, "Why you look so scary?" I'm like, "I'm not scary, like."
No, what's wrong? What are you looking at? Right?
Yeah. Oh, I get all kind of wild stuff both ways. You know what I mean? So.
I love it, man, and being able that you're doing everything, all the instrumental and tracking it. behind you when you're playing out. That's just great. That's talent.
Yeah,
You're an amazing performer.
I've had people tell me it takes a lot of kahunas to get up there by myself, especially to open because I'll open most of the time for these people. And they're like, for you to go up there and break the ice like that, it takes a lot of kahunas just to get up there and just do it yourself. But it doesn't bother me, man. I was, like I said, I've been in front of people for a long time.
Yeah, you get kind of used to that after a while. The eyes and the stares don't seem to bother you anymore.
No,
It
it
is what
doesn't.
it is. You're going to accept it. Yeah. So, people, I hope you're on the platforms checking out Grimrock. Any platform. I'm liking the YouTube videos. We got some great stuff here. Now, do you have any endorsements by anybody?
I do not, and I am trying. Believe me, I'll comment on stuff, like products that I use and stuff,
Hmm.
and I'll get likes and comments back. I think my greatest one would never net an endorsement, but it was actually Scott Ian from Anthrax.
Oh,
Was playing on his guitar the other day, and he just posted it, and I saw it because I follow him because I love Anthrax,
yeah.
and I saw it and I commented on it, and he actually commented back, and I was like, "Yeah, that's fucking badass." But
That's wonderful, man. Wow. Oh, it's incredible. Now, you're also doing something that really brings my heart to a glow. You're helping other artists out there, aren't you?
yeah, I mean, we're all I always say we're all on the same bus, we're all trying to get
We
to that
are.
same bus stop in the end. And it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you feel that I'm your competition and you want to be that way, that's fine with me.
Yeah,
But I'm not going to be that way with you. And if you
right.
make it and I don't, great. If I make it and you don't, well, that's great too. I mean, for me,
Right.
but
Right.
I'm just saying though, it's just that we're all in this same thing together. So I try to help other people, and other people, do give me a hand and stuff, and I really appreciate it, and I hope they appreciate what I do for them too.
Definitely.
Especially when I'm out of the blue and just like that title thing, that I put up is that was just a blanket thing to help people out. It wasn't just targeted to a band or
Mhm.
whatever.
Right. Right. And this my three favorite words are support each other, and the music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've been at this a long time. I've been at this a long time. There were the days that it wasn't so pleasant sometimes with the bands.
Oh no, absolutely not. And
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you, it's funny because there's so many good things from then and there's so many good things from now, and I just wish you could just cram them both together, but you can't.
No, no, you can't. It seems like every decade it changes a little, but some things are the same in some areas.
Right.
Definitely. Now, are you running into any problems or issues out there?
I struggle sometimes getting gigs. I mean, that sounds kind of
Okay.
crazy because I do play a lot. Um,
Hmm.
but it's I think a lot of it's because I don't have a full band. I think,
Okay.
but then, I have places that are like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just come on." But it seems to me it's a little bit more difficult, especially in my immediate local area because I just live south of Pittsburgh a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh. Now in Pittsburgh, are there quite a few venues for original music to be played?
There is, yeah, and
That's
I was really surprised, with some of the ones that were in there, and I actually play a place called the Rock Room up there, and I'm telling
all
you
right.
that place was lights out. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that is nice. So good deal. You don't have to drive far. Now, what were you doing here? Kind of a tri-state little tour here, or are you just staying in the state? What are we doing?
I am actually, well, I was in West Virginia at the beginning of the
Yeah.
month, PA. I almost took one in Columbus, but it would have been a charity gig, and it's a little bit far to drive to Columbus from here for just that.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a couple band friends in around the Cleveland area that said that, if they need somebody or if they know somebody, they'd let me know, and I would travel
Okay.
there with no problem. So
Oh, that'd
I'm
be
hoping to be
cool.
like, Eastern Ohio, Western PA, Northern PA, Northern
Nice.
Central West Virginia to start it, keep everything rolling.
That'd be great, man. Before you started Grimrock and you were in other projects, were you able to get out and tour?
Those were pretty much in-house projects,
In-house projects.
yeah.
Good. So I noticed that we have a mutual friend that came and paid a visit to you at the Hard Rock. Kevin from Fosse Grim Records.
Oh yeah, I was so stoked about that, man. Like, I'd actually sent him some mail, like and the last thing of mail that I sent him was a ticket. I was just sending him as a souvenir, like, hey man, look, I play at the Hard Rock.
Right.
And he messaged me like, and we actually talk. Like we exchange phone numbers. We actually talk on the phone, and stuff and text and whatever.
Yeah.
And he messaged me the one day. He's like, "Man, I'll see you Monday." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You serious, man? It's like a long drive, Like, no, but he
Uh,
came, man. I'm really cool. He's a super cool dude, man.
Great. He's a great kid. And we talk on the phone too. And he told me about the tickets and going to see you and stuff. He wasn't going to miss that show for the world.
Oh, I'll tell you what, and I'll give it to the other bands too. I mean, I know we're talking about me, but there was a band from Toledo, Ohio, and I gotta mention them. They're called the Convalescents. They were incredible. I will tell you that.
Convalescence.
Yep, from Toledo,
Ooh.
Ohio. They were incredible.
I'll have to write that down. Convalescence. I think I heard of them actually.
They
Definitely.
are doing gigs just about every night of the week, everywhere.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, how often are you doing gigs? Once a week, twice a week, more than once a month?
No, it's more like once a week. And if I don't have one that's an actual paying gig, I'll go out and hit an open mic or something just to be out there.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice that you can do that. Oh, this is beautiful. Unbelievable. One other band that I noticed that's following you and likes what you're doing too, After Doom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had an interview with those gentlemen. They're from Barcelona, Spain.
From Spain. That is so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that's deathcore metal. That'll just smacks you right up.
nice. I have to go check them out then.
Check After Doom out. Definitely. They had a little kind of language barrier there, but we made it through because it's music.
That's
We all
right.
speak the same language. And they figured out what I was saying and vice versa.
Right.
Definitely. Now, what is cool, really dig it. This is what people out there, you got to get a hold of Grim about is your merch. Your merch. How can we get a hold of your merch?
Right now, I have stuff on Bandcamp. So
Bandcamp.
if you go to Bandcamp, you can find my merch there. Or, if there's something you want that I don't have on there, which I do have stuff that's not on there, just message me and I'll tell you what I got or whatever.
Nice. And what I like what you're doing is that merch box that you posted, and you're actually doing it for Tattoo Baby when she hits 10K followers.
Yeah. So I'm, she don't tell her she's my model crush. Just don't tell her.
I won't touch.
All right. So anyway, no, really though, she's so cool, man. And
nice.
we talk daily. And so she's been trying this 10K thing because I guess there's a couple of sponsors looking at her, but they're looking at her when she hits that 10K mark.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch in. I mean, a big box. I mean, not no little. I mean, I'm actually going to put together a big box to send whoever it is for supporting her. So.
Oh, that's nice. And it kind of reminds me when you say that a big box, and it coming from you, I would see it like a box wrapped up in with a wine jack in a box. You pop out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put a hoodie in there and all kind of stuff, man. Music, some discs, and whatever. Anything I have, souvenir stuff from some of the places I played that are signed and stuff. I'm gonna do something nice for them.
That's beautiful, Grim. They appreciate that. I appreciate that, and we all do. That's beautiful artists that do that, and you doing that. Sweet, brother. Sweet, my friend. So we got more to talk about. Oh yes, I'm not sure I want to go. Oh, I want to talk about a little more music. Okay. Yeah. So I'm liking this song you got here. Everything's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
That is a nice driving song. I'm liking that. You write that?
Yeah, that song was actually kind of out of anger towards something that happened during that time, and there's some references in it. I'm not going to go into it because I like some of the people. The one person I'm not too fond of. So, I mean, it happens, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so there's some references to that particular person in that song,
Okay.
But I like that track too, and I've been told some different things about it, and it's the only drop D track that I have released, even though I have some other ones. So.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I hit the good. That's nice. I like it. And of course, Abyss we talking about. City. Oh, yes. Another one. Talk to me about City.
City was the first single from the Grimrock Radio CD. It wasn't supposed to be.
Really?
I actually was trying to put a Grimrock themed track together. And I kind of like had this thing like, well, Iron Butterfly had their own track, all these other bands had their own thing they said their self in or something. And I kept messing with stuff, I couldn't figure out. And one day, a friend of mine who's in an NFL group that I'm in had messaged me,
Oh, okay.
"Hey, I got this poem for you." I'm like, "There's no way, man. You know, you private team. I don't know, you know." And so the guy's name's Matt Oyster, and he actually sent it to me, and we didn't modify it too terribly much, and that actually ended up being the first song from the Grimrock Radio disc.
Is it?
And then Grimrock Radio was second, which was his own monster.
So Grimrock Radio, let's talk about that. You brought it up.
Yeah, Grimrock Radio, I love that one, and it's not just because it says Grimrock in it. It's just there's so many things that happen with that. So going back to getting this Grimrock theme song, the original track that I had in mind ended up being Strange Wanderer, the main riff for it. So
Okay.
later on, but this Grimrock Radio track was actually a throwaway track, the one that you hear now today. The main riff was made for TikTok, so I could open up a TikTok account. My buddy Jason Clem helped me because I didn't have any clue how to do it.
Wow.
And he set it up, and he's like, "Well, we need something." So I hurried up and threw an acoustic riff together, and it was just a DNA riff. And we posted it. It had like 500 some hits like the first day. I was like, "Wow, that's pretty cool," you know. And then I like I said, I thought, you know, it's a throwaway track, forget it, you know.
Right.
One day I was sitting there with the acoustic or the electric, and I started messing with that riff because I was looking at how many views were still on this thing. And I was like, man, that sounds pretty good with the electric. And that ended up being the main riff for Grimrock Radio. But that's not everything that happened with that, because what happened was Grimrock Radio at the very beginning on the CD, the EP itself starts out with the lights out, burn it down, Grimrock Radio thing at the very beginning. Then it goes into the song. The single of it that's out does not have that. It just starts with the track playing. And I actually submitted it to a company, I'm not going to say who it was, for a singles competition. And I was really excited about it. Like, I was really excited about it. So I've been following this podcaster for this singles competition. And one day I was on there, and they were talking about the competition. They were like, "Oh yeah, get to the chorus, don't chorus, and or get to the chorus, don't chorus, and all this stuff." And I'm like, man, this sucks. And that's what caused me to change it, you know. So I ended up, I couldn't resubmit it, and obviously I did not win it, but that's okay.
No, yeah,
it opened me up to a lot of things, you know, that I should have been thinking about. Then, you know, kind of was a little bit more abrupt with it than I should have been, you know. So there you go, musicians, don't shortchange yourself like that. Think about it.
Right, think about it.
Yeah, don't do what Grim did.
Don't follow Grim's footsteps there. You got your own. Oh, brother. Yeah, everybody's got their own pathway. You just follow it. Don't listen to anybody else.
I'm still learning, man. There's so much out there.
It is a big learning process. I'm still learning too, my friend. I am. Oh, it's incredible. So let's see here. Now, what's that say right there? Oh, is that Muses Awards?
Oh,
what's up?
Man. I'm digging this awards thing. So last year for 2022, Radio Wigwam I got nominated for Best International Male Artist for 2022 from a radio station in the UK. I was like so stoked about it. Now I did not win, but that's cool. But it was still just, I mean, I was one of 4,500 artists on their station. I mean, come on.
Whoa. You know? Yeah, there you go, buddy.
So, and then the other one was Radio TFSC in Germany. And I was number 91 in their top 100 artists of 2022 last year. And so fast forward to what you're talking about. Museboat Live Radio is in the UK. And my track You Belong You See is actually nominated for best. I forget. I have to look at it. Best alternative.
Most popular song. It looks like.
Most popular song, on their station or something for 2023. And I'm also nominated again on the Radio TFC in Germany for top artist of 2023 again. So,
wow, that's Pat. I love pat on the back, brother. You deserve that.
Listen, I have a great international audience, man. You know, as much as I'd love to have more domestic audience, I have a great international audience, and I thank everybody for that. I really do.
Well, I see that you have a lot of fans, and they love you, Grim. They're loving you.
I love them too. Don't worry.
Yeah. So, do you get a lot of feedback from your fans? I'm sure you do.
I do. I get feedback, and I've
Yeah.
had good feedback. I've had bad feedback, and you just take it how it is. It's
Mhm. Yeah, mix it into one bowl.
my vision may not be your vision. And I get that.
No.
And but I don't get as much negative feedback as I thought I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You just never know what's going to happen out there. Just, yeah, don't listen to everybody. No,
Oh
don't
no,
do that.
no.
Not at all. But so now I'm going to go to 3 questions
Okay.
that I got that I like to ask the musicians and artists out there. And this one is, you've been doing this a long time. Is there any one artist that you want to get on stage and perform with? Anybody?
It can be a person that's passed away as well.
Passed away as well. Let's give me one living and dead.
All right.
Yeah.
So, my answer is going to probably make you really think, but the guy that I would love to be able to play music with on stage is actually Nick Drake. And I love Nick Drake's acoustic work and how his stuff is put together.
Ah,
And I know it's not heavy like I play, but
right.
he just has this way about he does it with his tunings and how he sings and puts things together that I really love.
That's nice. Oh, next one. Who else you got for me, Grim?
Next one, what?
Grim,
Yeah, next one.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Did I miss something?
Yeah, well, you wanted to pick a living and one that passed away.
Oh yeah, passed away was Nick Drake. Living, I think it'd be really cool to get up there and play with like Megadeth.
Oh, that'd be an awesome crowd.
I know there's a lot of things, Megadeth, Metallica, Megadeth, whatever. But I prefer Megadeth. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I think Dave Mustaine's just an incredible guitarist, you know what I mean?
Yes, he's a great guy.
It'd be super cool to hang out with him, play with him.
Right. I can see you opening that one show off. Whoa.
Oh, that'd be great.
That's a rowdy crowd right there.
Him or Ace Frehley.
Okay, nice. Okay, we got that question down. Now this one kind of coincides with that one. Stage. What stage in the world would you like to perform on? Big or small?
So there's actually 2 of them I'd love to play. I'd love to play Wacken in Germany, and I'd also like to play like the O2 in the UK.
Oh, the UK and Germany. Oh, yes, big arenas, big venues, I should say. Nice. So we've got who you want to play with Megadeth, and one of those stages would be pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Did you ever have it in your mind to hop on a plane and go to Europe and do your thing there?
I would love to. I mean, if I had more of if I had a way to do it, let's put it that way, or if I had some kind of, I don't know if I want to say sponsorship, but some kind of, I don't know, way to be able to monetarily do it from that side, I would absolutely do it. There would be no question about it.
They'd eat you up over there. They'd love you. You wouldn't be coming back.
Oh, I'd come back because I'd miss Pittsburgh. But there is one band that I would love to play with over there, man. If I get over there, and they're an indie band too. And, the people are from Scotland. They're called the Crom. And Alan Sweeney is an awesome individual. I've talked to him. I couldn't tell you how many times for a long time.
Yeah.
I would love to sit there and play with the Crom over in Scotland.
Amazing talent that's around this world, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible.
It is incredible. It blows me away. This other question I have for you. Now, we're going to get you on that stage right now. Imagine on that stage, great crowd. You're looking out. They're singing your music. They're jamming out. How's that heart feeling at that moment?
Oh, that's probably just pumping. I'm sure. That's just that adrenaline, just keep pushing you to keep playing harder and harder.
Yeah,
definitely. I get that when I start playing just in the small places that I play, like at the Hard, I can't say the Hard Rock small, but playing at the Hard Rock, the first 2 tracks I ran one into the other because I was just so like into it, like
That's great.
And then it
pumps
myself.
you. And then you introduce yourself.
Yeah. It only took 2 tracks, so.
You forgot. Yeah, we'll get through the set, then we'll introduce ourselves.
By the way, I am Grim,
Yeah, I'm Grim. I wonder who you are, but they're rocking out to you.
Right.
That's great. So everybody out there in podcast land, wherever you are, in the Pencil area, Pittsburgh area, check out Grim Rock. Now, you got anything coming up? Any dates?
Yeah, well, the 22nd we talked about, and the 9th, Beyond that, I'm hoping to take the rest of December off, to not only for the holidays, but to finish my album.
Okay.
And
So,
I'll be back at it in January. Mid-January, I'll have to put a date up for Uniontown, PA. And
okay.
then there's going to be either February or April's already booked for the Hard Rock, and then next September I already got bookings. It's like I already have stuff. I have to get it all put together and on my events page.
Okay. Nice. Hard Rock's a nice place. I like that.
I do. I like it too. Their sound guy was ridiculously good too. I'll tell you that.
That makes a difference, doesn't
His name was Chris. Oh yeah, it makes a big difference.
it? I love my sound man. Oh,
Oh yeah.
yes, I do. They can run good sound. You're hired.
I'd have hugged him, but I was afraid he'd like throw me to the ground and just stomp on me or something.
Oh, I want to hang out with you, brother. I think I'm going to get in the car, get my makeup on.
Just come down.
Yeah.
Man. We'll do something. It'll be fun.
I mean, Miss Denise, the wife, we're going to do a road trip. We're going to visit everybody.
There you go. The chaos will ensue. Trust me, there's chaos everywhere. It's great though.
It will be chaos, that's for sure, my friends. So quickly before we wrap it up, because we're having a great time, and I want you back on the podcast, and you got my eye on you now, and I'm going to probably get a hold of you because I want maybe one of these merch boxes. I got to get a shirt or a mug from you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely. But quick one here. We're old, but we're older. Any advice for the ones that are coming up and getting out, trying to get their music out there and do this?
The biggest thing, and even it's just the biggest thing is there's going to be so much of people telling you no and all the negative and all these things that these younger people, they need to just put that aside, and they have their focus. They want to play music. They're focused to play their music. They need just to stay in that focus and keep following their path. And eventually all those no's and negativity will start turning to yeses and be positive. And it'll help them if they focus on what they're doing and not on the outside noise. They'll be able to hone their craft and be successful, to some degree. Whether they make it or not, who knows? Whether we make it or not, who knows? But to that success, to where you have a following, you have people listening to you, you have, like with you, a podcast and people playing you venues, that's, a big step, past that first, level,
It is. And like you said, take your time, focus, and watch out for all the people with the smiles that come up to you and tell you what to do.
Right.
Avoid, move on. It takes a while. Don't rush it. All right. It will happen when it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Okay. So next question is, Graham, before we get out of here and stuff, brother, what's the future for Grimrock? Where are we going to be? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Where I want to be in 5 weeks? I want to be touring.
5 years.
5 years? Well, I want to still be touring with this album. No, actually, in 5 years, I would like to be touring all over the world. I'd hope to have some kind of degree of success to where I'd be able to do that, still create and be able to travel everywhere and just see all these people that are listening to me and talk to the people who are interviewing me face to face, be able to meet the people, that's supported me all this time. It'd be really, really incredible.
That would be incredible. And I don't see why it can't happen, brother. No, not at all.
I'm going to try, man. I call it spreading the grim daily. Every day I'm on it.
Spreading the grim daily. Yep. I like how you put that, my friend. Nice. Well, you keep spreading grim.
I'm working on it.
Man. I hope you got people out there tagging Pittsburgh.
I hope so too.
So you can drive by and see your logo.
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool. Boy, I got a can of spray paint right over there. There we go.
I thought about doing that, but I wanted somebody else to do it. If I do it, that's kind of cheating. It's like
kind of cheating, right?
Yeah. Then I drive by like, oh look, somebody, and like I mean, in my head, like, man, I know I can't lie to these people like that.
And do you ever, when you're in character? Well, you said it earlier, you did, but do you still mess with people, scare the hell out of them?
Inadvertently, I don't mean to. It just happens, It
just happens. Okay. Why don't I think you still do it to a point?
If I walk up behind somebody and just kind of get into a conversation randomly, and they get scared, they jump or look, or I mean, I didn't really mean to do that. Just kind of want to hang out with you,
Yeah, let's be friends.
Yeah, just hang out with you, say hi.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, out in podcast land, thank you for checking out No Cover TV Podcast. And of course, this show with Grim Rock out of Pennsylvania. Go to his sites, go to his website, grimrockandroll.com. That's where they can probably find you and get your merch and all that stuff, right?
Everything.
Everything is there. So check them out, people. You're going to love what you see and hear, and get the merch because it's going to stand right out, and everybody's just you're going to part the waters when you walk down the street. Mm-hmm. I love it. So I got to give me a shirt so I can part some waters.
There you go.
Indeed. So this is your show, Grim. I want you to wrap it up, my friend. You got any shout outs, thank yous? You want anybody you want to piss off? Anything you want to do?
Oh no, I thank everybody it's given me the opportunity really to do things like this. And I really appreciate you guys too. So shout
No
out to you
problem.
first and foremost for having me tonight, and everybody else who's given me an opportunity and a shot, man. I really appreciate everybody.
Thank you, Grim. Thank you so much. And all the artists out there, get a hold of me. Let's get your story out there. Let's get that music out there. It is about the original and local music's national and local music scene. So a lot of great stuff out there of all age groups. What do you think, Grim?
That's right. Rock on.
Rock on. All right, Grim. I'm going to keep in touch, my friend, and we will do this again. Thank you for coming on the podcast. All right.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to talk to you soon. Just go into the platforms. I'm going to send you a message. All right.
All righty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. We're wrapping it up with Grim Rock in the house. Check them out. This is your Big L shoving that music in your face. Yes. We're No Cover TV. We're out of here. I'll talk to you soon, Grim. Peace.